In the world of Aragon, every legend begins with a goodbye.
Alex laid peacefully on his bed in his room, staring blankly at the wooden ceiling and bland interior designs. He would be leaving his parents behind for Holster Academy the next day. And frankly, he didn't know how to feel about it. Just when he had lost all hope of joining an academy, a light in the dark tunnel emerged.
Or maybe I shouldn't have accepted Gavin's invite. For all I know, Holster Academy might be a crude and lackluster
version of Royal Academy. They all are. Why am I this emotional thinking about leaving? A sad smile broke out on his face. His parents were the only friends he had in the entire town.
I don't care what the council decided. I'm doing this my way, with or without your permission.
In fact, it was the opposite. He wouldn't have had the guts to talk bad about Royal Academy in front of the lady representative if he was. He certainly was quite bold and confident, despite his lonely upbringing.
Soon his eyelids felt too heavy to remain open, pulled into the irresistible embrace of sleep.
Tomorrow will definitely sort itself out. He would just do what he had to do.
A lone figure suddenly stepped into his room through the half-closed doors and went straight to Alex's bed. The lone figure was none other than his father, Lucius Pendragon. He stared down at his son with a smile, but his eyes carried faint traces of sadness. He was about to make a hard and difficult choice for his son, but he knew it was going to be for the best.
I know you're strong enough, son. You'll wade your way through the challenges and make me proud.
Lucius said those words, the smile on his face fading away with his words, as his eyes glistened with a strange light that soon vanished as fast as it appeared. Lucius' gaze became even more serious, and then he stretched out a palm facing it upward, causing a soft radiant glow to emanate from the center of his palm, growing and spreading to what seemed to be a magic circle. It shimmered with strange letters and runic symbols, gradually taking a somewhat tangible form in reality, sparkling with an ethereal red light. His irises flickered, gaining a tinge red in tune with the magic circle that hovered above his palm. With a snap of his fingers, the glowing circle made of runic symbols and letters suddenly expanded and was etched on Alex's bed, his body laying above it. Slowly, it rotated clockwise beneath Alex, who lay above the magic circle. Soon after, his body began to levitate, floating a dozen inches above his bed. The light in Lucius' eyes intensified, and then he flicked his wrist and another magic circle was birthed into reality. It was far smaller than the first, and seemed to resonate with the larger magic circle in a strange way. But unlike it, it rotated anti-clockwise above Alex's floating body.
I hope you don't get too mad at this father of yours, son. Although if I were in your shoes, I'd be mad as hell.
The larger magic circle reacted in unison with the smaller one, as though a kind of magnet. It slowly contracted and began to shrink as the smaller magic circle got closer, until it was as small as the magic circle above Alex's body, which Lucius was pushing down towards Alex's chest.
Seal.
Lucius muttered softly, his voice deep and lingering with mysterious intensity. They carried a heavy weight in them that made even the magic circles shudder and vibrate. Immediately, the two magic circles moved so fast, still rotating clockwise and anti-clockwise while approaching Alex's body, and then disappeared into it, releasing a warm orange glow that soon died down. With a heavy sigh, Lucius turned around and left Alex to rest away the stress of the hectic day he had. Several hours passed, leading to morning when Alex finally awoke to the sweet and delicious aroma of meat soup. He could feel his mouth watering up just from the overly inhaling aroma of the product of his mother's culinary skills. Like a butterfly drawn to nectar, Alex swiftly got up from his bed, oblivious of the incident that happened while asleep.
Oh my! Mom surely knows how to make my mood better!
Alex said as he sprinted for the door and slammed it shut. The food didn't last a while as it was consumed pretty fast by Alex. His appetite was simply crazy for a teenager like him, gobbling the whole thing down like a starved elephant.
Go freshen up, son. It's almost time for you to leave.
Okay, Mom. But where's Dad?
It's unusual for him not to be awake by now.
Your dad will be out soon. He went to pick something from our room.
Amaya replied and ruffled Alex's hair. Within a few minutes, he was back in the sitting room once again, but this time with a bag stuffed with his belongings. "Look who is ready to leave for Bolster Academy," Lucius said with a broad smile and gave Alex a warm hug as he walked out of a side doorway. "It's Holster Academy, young old man," Alex said, causing his dad to laugh at his futile of breaking away from his grip.
Well, as a parting gift, I made you a sword. It's an Azure-grade sword created with an F-rank beast core. And you know what that means, right?
It has magical energy coursing through it.
Alex's eyes lingered on the sword, and he couldn't resist the urge to unsheath it and take proper glance at it. He had always loved swords and would swing sticks in the backyard, practicing being a swordsman one day. There are various grades of weapons which are assigned based on the level of craftsmanship as well as the resources used in creating them. And also there are several ranks of beast cores, which depends on the beast it was harvested from. This was the first time Alex was holding a proper sword, a real one. A shiny sound was heard as Alex unsheathed the sword, revealing a lustrous steel blade that glistened and released a warm feeling that immediately spread to Alex's palm wrapped around the hilt of the sword.
It's so incredible.
Alex muttered softly as his eyes trailed on the delicate patterns and symbolic lines etched on the handle of the blade. Amaya stepped into the living room, seeing the happy smiles on the faces of the father and son pair. She wasn't going to be left out.
She suddenly tossed an object at Alex, which he caught instinctively, and stared at the object with traces of surprise evident in his eyes.
It was a ring, but not just any ring. It was an enchanted ring. He could feel the uniqueness and strangeness, as though it hid a whole world beneath its metallic casing. Actually, it was a ring with spatial properties. It had a pocket dimension within it. It was a classical storage artifact in the world of Aragon.
I put a few things in it that we think you'll need for your stay in the academy. As much as it pains me to say this, it's time already.
It hurts to leave, but I must do this.
Miss you guys.
And I promise to make you proud.
I know you will, son. Don't forget, you're a Pendragon. Always and forever.
Soon after, Alex left the wooden house of his parents and ran in the direction of the town square with his luggage and sword.
Take care of yourself.
He couldn't help but feel
We'll
a
miss you,
sinking
son.
feeling in his stomach
Goodbye.
as he felt a part of him slipping away. That part being his parents.
The legend's just begun. Subscribe, like, and comment. Episode 3 awaits.